On slide 56, we take a look at the second example, transitions in dating and sexual risk behavior, from the 2008 Developmental Psychology article. We talked about this data set earlier in segment 2 on slides 5 to 7. And just a repetition here, the data come from NLSY 97, about 3,000 subjects, 3 time points 1 year apart for individuals aged 17 to 18 when they started. And we have 3 items. The first item is ordinal with 3 categories. Second item is ordinal with 3 categories. And the third item is binary, exposed to sexually transmitted diseases, yes or no. So we're going to take a closer look at this data set and contrast the regular LTA analysis with RI LTA. So regular LTA then 49 parameters, RI LTA has 52 parameters, 3 more for the 3 loadings for the random intercept factor. A substantial improvement in the log likelihood, this is much better, much higher, and a substantial improvement in BIC, almost 32,800 going down to 32,500, a very big drop. And the RI-LTA also finds 5 classes as being the best choice, but only the non-daters and daters and multi-partner exposed classes from the regular LTA are found in the RI-LTA. Instead, we find 2 different classes. One class with individuals who are monogamous with respect to the sex partner, but who has multiple dating partners, whereas for regular LTA, the monogamous person was having 1 sex partner, but also 1 dating partner. And then we find a class that could perhaps best be described as being monogamous, but exposed, that is, exposed to sexually transmitted diseases. And here at the bottom you see the transition matrix, so you can compare that matrix to the one that we presented on slide 7 using regular LTA. And you see by and large that we have more substantial off-diagonal probability elements for daters here, moving from non-dater to dater, and here moving from monogamous to monogamous exposed and to multi-partner exposed. And for the monogamous exposed category, we have a non-ignorable probability of moving to the multi-exposed class. So somewhat different conclusions by a model that fits the data considerably better. Going forward then, like we did for the mood data, we move into taking a look at what happens when you add a mover-stayer component. So that's this bottom part of the table. So for regular LTA, again adding 1 parameter for the probability of being a mover or the probability of being a stayer, whichever you like to consider. You have BIC going from this value to this value, a considerable improvement, and you would choose the mover-stayer model for the dating data, not the model that we just described. For RI-LTA, you have this BIC value, and you get a worse BIC value when you add RI-LTA. Not that much worse, but why choose that model since it's less parsimonious? The RI-LTA has a better BIC than the regular LTA that includes mover-stayer by far. So again, RI-LTA wins. And here again, as for the mood data, we pointed out that RI-LTA allows a continuum of staying instead of the stayer class. The RI-LTA model captures staying also via different random intercept factor values. You can actually take a look at the data and see who are the stayers and compute the estimated factor scores for those to verify that the intercept factor values are either very low or very high. So RI-LTA does not need a stayer class, but if you add a stayer class, as we did on the previous slide here, adding a stayer class, if you do that, you get 9% stayers, whereas with regular LTA, you get 20% stayers. So the two models disagree there as well. And like we said, regular LTA with a mover-stayer component fits the data considerably worse than the RI-LTA model with a mover-stayer component. Now RI-LTA, since it has more parameters, it makes it possible to also learn more about the indicators. The estimated RI-LTA intercept factor loadings, in this case, they're all significant and positive, are as follows for the three items, where you see that the number of sex partners has the largest factor loadings. So it's the strongest indicator of the random intercept factor, that is this time invariant trait. So in terms of stable, across time stable traits, number of sex partners is the key indicator.